to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
To me, Alabama and Nick Saban, this is a dynasty. What he's created in Tuscaloosa in the Alabama program that makes them the bar in college football.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black once again, coming back to talk about Will Anderson and what he had to say at the SEC Media Days today. But before I start, Will Anderson, he has his own NIL-related company called A3 Athletes. It's used to advise fellow college students about agents and future contracts and all that stuff. He's the only college athlete I know that has his own NIL related company. So if y'all know of another one, let me know and let me know what it's all about. So, we can put it out there, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, they asked Bryce Young several questions about several things, and they asked him about the national championship game where we lost. Okay, we knew that was coming. But anyway, he said, I still have that feeling. How I felt when we lost, just a feeling of disappointment and failure. Every game is a national championship game now. So going into this season, he treating every game like it's the national championship. So you know what's about to come from Will Anderson. And I feel like every player that's on the field, that's going to take the field for Alabama in 2022, is going to play every game like it's a national championship game. So they're coming with their best. And when you get the best out of Alabama, ain't nobody else can compete. All right, so, but anyway, he's just going to bring it. That's all he basically saying. Anyway, he says we're going to be the best outside linebacker team in the country. When talking about the linebackers, man, he says I want everybody to eat. There's a lot of dogs at outside linebacker, and they're all hungry. So this linebacker crew basically is going to be off the chain this season with Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Henry Told, Jalen Moody, and we got several others. Now, who's going to get on the field after those four guys? I don't know. Well, we got Chris Braswell. We know he is. So it's Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Henry Told, Jalen Moody, Chris Braswell. After those five, who's up next to get on the field? I don't know. But from what Will Anderson is saying, they hungry. They some dogs. And that is exactly what we need. We need some dogs on that defense. All right? On offense too. But anyway, hey, I think this is the year for this defense to have the kind of season that they had 2016, 2011, 2012. So let's get ready, boys, because it's gonna be something to watch this year. But anyway, saying about the Texas A&M game, he said I wasn't on my game like I should have been. I beat myself up on that. That was one of the games that I was really hard on myself. If we cut down on mental errors, we would have. If they'd cut down on mental errors, they would have won the game. So shit happens, man. Shit happens, man. So it is what it is, man. The game is long gone. We lost. Can't take nothing back. I was pretty upset that night. So, but it is what it is, man. You can't win them all. Like I tell everybody whenever Alabama lose a game, because when Alabama lose a game, there seems to be national news or some shit. Everybody outside of the Alabama fan base is throwing parties when they lose a game. But anyway, it is what it is, man. That's how it is when you're the best and when you're on top all the time. He goes on to say, the biggest goal for our team is always to win a national championship, and we didn't meet that goal last year. So last season was not the successful season that we wanted. And all the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into the season is towards getting to the national championship and winning it. Last year we got there and we didn't finish the way we wanted, which is true. I'm sure that should be the goal of every team every year, to get to a national championship and to win it. But unfortunately, it is not. It is not the goal of every team. Some teams' goal is to put together a 10-win season or 8-win season, or to get to the conference championship, maybe to win the conference championship. Every team's goal is not to win a national championship, and that is sad. That is sad. I know everybody want to improve, and everybody, got to be realistic about the type of team they got. But everybody should want to improve enough to win a national championship. These guys didn't get it done last year, and they coming again this year. And they will be competing for a national championship. In my mind, I got it set in my mind already that Alabama will be 15-0 and national champions in 2022. It can't nobody right now get me to stop believing that. Nobody. But anyway, also Will Anderson was asked about winning the Heisman. He was like, I kind of feel like, talking about the voters or whatever, I kind of feel like they love offense over there. They love touchdowns. They love yards. Because we know there has never been a defensive player to win, where a player that plays solely on defense. There's never been a player that plays solely on defense to win the Heisman. Okay? We know Charles Woodson from Michigan won the Heisman in the 90s. He was a cornerback, but also he played receiver and he returned kicks. So that wasn't solely on defense. But he was a defensive guy that won the Heisman, but he played offense, receiver, and he played on special teams returning kicks. So there's never been a player that played solely on defense to win the Heisman. And that's what Will Anderson is trying to do this year. I'm pretty sure, barring injury or any insignificant event, knock on wood, that he will be a Heisman candidate this year in 2022 if he stays healthy. He will be a Heisman Trophy candidate. I have no doubt. He goes on to say, it's not really just for me, but for other defensive players to know that we have a chance. We are worthy enough to be a Heisman candidate or win the Heisman. Yes, defensive players are worthy enough to win the Heisman. There have been some great defensive players throughout college football that never could even smell the Heisman Trophy, which is a shame, man. That is a shame. And they do. They basically made the Heisman for offensive players. Mostly quarterbacks. 90% of the time, a quarterback going to win it. Every now and then, a receiver will win it, running back. But that's about it. I've never seen a tight end, win a dang on Heisman. Only running backs, quarterbacks, and receivers. That's about it. That's about it. Rod Wilson is the only defensive player I know that done won it. I don't know anybody else. I mean, so, the only player that played defense that I know. So, it is what it is. And then in order for him to win it, he had to play on both sides of the ball and special teams. So, it is what it is, man. But defensive players, they should have a chance to win the Heisman too. It should be even across the board. It's what they do on the field. So there it is. But anyway, that's what I took from what Will Anderson had to say. Those were the important things to me. In what he said other stuff. But hey, that's what I got from it. Him talking about the team and how they didn't get it done, and his mindset coming into the 2020 season and his views on being a Heisman Trophy candidate, which I think he will be in 2022. But anyway, this defense is coming. This defense is about to put on a damn historic show. All right, this defense was ranked number 7. It was the 7th ranked defense in the country last year. So we was ranked in the top 10 last year, and I think this year we will be a top 3 defense. and the best defense in the SEC. Roll damn Tide.